several guys that say, I'm going to wait. And if you ask them why are you going to wait, they say, well, you know how this coaching change stuff goes. Some guys may leave their jobs after December 20th, and they want to make sure. So they're going to wait till the February signing period just to kind of wait for all the coaching change stuff to work itself out.
Would you, if you had an opportunity to come back, is that something would you like to do?
I love it here. I love living here. This is my favorite place I've ever lived in coaching, so I'll just leave it at that. And I love my kids. So.
What do you like about this place?
I just love the weather. I am one of those people that's affected by the clouds or the lack of sun. That's me. So when the sun's, what is it, like 300 days out of the year? Dude, I'm fired up when I wake up in the morning and come to work every day. I love the weather out here. I love the people. I've always kind of felt like home on the West Coast. When I started coaching at Cal, I just fell in love with the Pac-12, the feel of it, recruiting in Southern California. Kind of got a lot of connections there, so yeah, it'd be great to stay.
You've been in this profession for a while, so I know you know how it goes.
Yeah.
But just the uncertainty of it, hanging over your head toward the end of the season, is that hard for you and coaches, families, and everything to kind of figure out, like not knowing what the next step is?
Yeah, and it would be without my faith, But I've been through this before. I've been through a lot harder times, and I've learned to kind of see excitement in adversity. See what the next step is in the chapter in my book.
After about a week of processing the news and a couple practices under the belt, what's your take on how the guys are kind of taking in the transition?
Yeah, it's back and forth. They hate to see Coach go, build relationships with him. He's the guy that was in the living room, that gave them the shot, that offered the scholarship, and so you have an emotional tie to that, and then so it's tough. And then, also they're kind of waiting around to see what happens and who their next, voice of leadership is going to be.
Is it hard? Bowl games are usually about motivation.
Right.
Who's ever motivated that day? When you have staffs, there's going to be an awkward phase here when one staff's coming in, one staff's leaving. Will it be hard to kind of get them ready to play a bowl game?
This is something I've never experienced. Coaching change through the bowl game, so I've never been through this kind of uncharted territory here. So it ought to be pretty interesting. But Nikhil said something yesterday I thought was really good. That if you're a competitor, all of that stuff, once the ball's kicked off, that doesn't matter. You want to win. And if you're a competitor, a fierce competitor, then you put all that stuff aside and you go out there and you try to win, and you're self-motivated.
How does it influence your perspective when pretty much all of your guys are returning and you still have more eligibility?
Yeah, and I've talked to him, it'd be, like I said, it'd be great to come back and work with these guys, because I feel like the passing game really is kind of like the last thing that comes around on a team. I think it's a little bit easier to get your run game tightened up, but your passing game is all timing. And that timing's developed over an extended period of time with a quarterback. Like when we had Jared Goff over at Cal and we had all of those receivers, you look in that late in that second year and that third year, we were a machine. And Jared knew exactly where Kenny Lawler was coming out of that break. He knew where Bryce Triggs was coming out of his compared to Maurice Harris, and so it's different. And you build that timing over an extended period of time. So, this time next year, I think you'd see a huge difference if everything stays the same.
How's Ben working?
No questions from him.
Yeah, you got any questions? Okay.
No. You answered everything.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
That's it? That's it?
Thanks, Coach.
Good? All right.